Good day, viewers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to be talking about second ordinary differential equation, specifically the homogeneous equation. The homogeneous equation. Second order ODE. Homogeneous equation. So, what do we call the homogeneous equation? The homogeneous equation is a kind of equation expressed in this form: A y prime prime plus b y prime plus c y equals 0. What makes it homogeneous? If it is equals to 0, it makes it homogeneous. It makes it an homogeneous equation. So you can express this also as A, the 2y over the x squared, plus B, the y over the x, plus cy equals to 0. Now, this is an homogeneous equation. So we have three forms in which an homogeneous equation can be expressed, their solution. So first of all, in the first case, we have the real and equal root. The second case, we have the real and different root. The third one, we have complex root. We have complex root. Now, these are the three forms in which the homogeneous equation can be expressed depending on what you get. You might solve the homogeneous equation and get equal root. There is a form for equal root. You might solve an homogeneous equation, get different root. There is also an expression for real and different root. You might solve an ordinary equation for homogeneous equation, get complex root. It also has its own form. So you need to know which one you are doing. So for the first case, we have the form of the general solution for the first case for real and equal root. For real and equal root, we have y homogeneous equals exponential mx bracket open a plus bx. This is for the first case. That means their roots are equal. For the second case, we have the homogeneous equation, y homogeneous equals to, that's real and different root. So we are going to have a exponential m1x plus b exponential m2x. For the third case, listen, we have for the third case, we have alpha plus or minus beta, Okay, let's have here I. This is the real part and this is the imaginary part. So if we want to express this, we are going to have exponential alpha then x bracket open a cos beta x plus b sine beta x. So this is the form for expressing the third case. That's the complex root. When it has complex root, this alpha plus or minus beta I. Now this is a complex root. Okay, understood? This is a complex root. It's an imaginary root in such a sense that it has I. That square root of minus 1 is I. So this alpha, any value you find in the real part, is the alpha. Any value you find in the imaginary part is the beta. So we'll go ahead to solve different questions on each examples. So first one, I will go with real and equal roots. The real and equal roots, the first question, question 1, for real and equal root. So as you can see, I have numerous questions here for each of them. I have numerous questions for them. So the first question, y prime prime plus 6y prime plus 9y equals 0. Now, what's the first step you go ahead solving this question? The first step, if you are given in this form, change it to this form, the 2y over the x squared. Y prime prime means double derivative, so this is the double derivative in this form, plus 6y prime, one derivative, the y over the x, plus 9y, that's the constant, equals 0. Now, what's the next step? The next step, let m equals to dy over the x. Then m squared equals to the 2y over the x squared. Okay? Now, impute this here, impute this into the original equation. So you get m squared plus 6m plus 9. Don't bring in this y. It's a constant, okay? It is a constant. Equals what? 0. Now, in this case, I prefer to use the quadratic formula. Most of us know about the quadratic formula. That's x equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by what? 2a. I prefer using this formula. Why? Because if we go for factorization method, some students are always confused how to pick out their roots, okay? But in such case for real and equal roots, they will be the same root. So I can still advise you go for factorization method. But if it is in such case of the real and different roots, students do a lot of mix up. That's they might mix up m1 with m2. Now they might, if for example we have the main m1 to be as 6, then the main m2 to be as 2. Now, students will interchange it, they'll confuse themselves. They might call M2 equals 6, M1 equals 2, making their solution wrong. But using this formula, you can never be wrong, okay? So, I will go on, since it's equal roots, we are going to get equal roots. So I can still go ahead and use the factorization method. Now, what does the factorization method say? Now, let's have here. This is m squared plus 6m plus 9. Now, first of all, multiply the first and the last thing. That's going to give us 9m squared. Now, think of a number that when you add or subtract, it will give you this middle number. Then, if you multiply two of them together, it will give you 9m squared. Okay? So, this is 9m squared, right? So, now, I'll go with 3m plus 3m will give us 6m. Now 3m times 3m will give us what? 9m squared, right? Now 3m, we are using 3m and 3m. So it will work. That's plus 3m and plus 3m. So m squared plus 3m, right? Then plus 3m, then plus 9 equals what? 0. Factorizing out m, we'll have m plus 3 plus 3m plus 3 equals 0. So now we are going to get m plus 3 equals 0. So m equals to what? Minus 3 twice. You see, they have both equal root. Both of them has equal root. That's minus 3 twice. If you equate m plus 3 equals to 0, your m will be equals to minus 3. If you equate these two, you get still minus 3. So that's why they are called equal roots. That's minus 3 twice, right? So what's the form of expressing for real and equal root. For real and equal root, the y homogeneous equation equals to exponential m. Why is it m? Because they are equal roots. They are equal roots. We didn't specify, we didn't say m1, right? Because they are equal roots. So let's clean this off. Just m alone because they are equal. Mx bracket open a plus bx. So the y homogeneous equation equals to exponential. What's your m? Minus 3. Minus 3x bracket open a plus bx. So this is your general solution for the question. So let's solve another question. Please, if you have any question, you can drop it on the comment section. The comment section will be open. I attend to any questions, okay? Please ask any question you wish to concerning this. So question 2, y prime prime minus 10y plus 25y. Sorry, y prime prime minus 10y prime plus 25y equals to 0. Yes. So what's the first step? Change it. The 2y over the x squared plus minus 10 dy over the x plus 25y equals what? 0. Now what's the next step? Let m equals to dy over the x. Let m squared equals to the 2y over the x squared. Now just substitute them inside the main question. So you get m squared minus 10m plus 25 equals 0. Now you can still go ahead and use factorization method. So I can go with minus 5m will give us minus 10m. So minus 5m times minus 5m will give us 25m squared. So minus 5m and minus 5m is working. So let's use m squared minus 5m, then minus 5m plus 25 equals what? 0. Factorize out m. M minus 5 minus 5 m minus 5 equals what? 0. Right? So this will be m minus 5 equals 0. So m equals to plus 5 twice. So what's the form of writing real and equal root? We have y homogeneous equals to exponential m x a plus bx. So y homogeneous equals to exponential, what's your m? 5 x a plus bx. So this is your general solution to the question. So let's go ahead and solve another example. Example 3. Example 3, y prime prime plus 12y prime plus 36y equals 0. So change it to the normal form. Plus 12 dy over what? Dx plus 36y equals 0. Let m equals to dy over dx. Then m squared equals to the 2y over the x squared. So we are going to get m squared plus 12m plus 36 equals to 0. Now let's say to factorization method. If we factorize this, 12 times 3, okay. So we are going to get here 12 and 12, 6 times 6. Okay, so we are going to get 6m plus 6m equals to 12m. 6m times 6m equals to what? 36m squared. So 6m and 6m work. Positive 6m twice. So that's going to be m squared plus 6m plus 6m plus 36 equals 0. So this will be m plus 6 plus 6m plus 6 equals 0. What's the next step? Group them. M plus 6. M plus 6 equals 0. So your M equals to minus 6 twice. What's the form of expressing real and equal roots? Y homogeneous equals to exponential M. M is minus 6 times x, a plus b x. So this is the last example for real and equal roots. If you have any question, drop it on the comment section. I'll be heading to solve questions on real and different roots. Real and different roots. So for real and different root, for real and different root, for real and different root. So the first question we have is y prime prime minus 7y prime plus 10y equals 0. So what's the next step? You can change this to the normal form. The 2y over the x squared minus 7 dy over the x plus 10y equals 0. Now let m equals to dy over the x. Let m squared equals to the 2y over the x squared. Just substitute it inside. So that will be m squared minus 7m plus 10 equals 0. Now this is where we are going to use the quadratic formula. So I'll bring in the quadratic formula. M equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now why did I use m? Most of you are very used to x. Most of you are very used to x. See this equation, the quadratic equation on the board. It is in form of m, right? Not in x. So that's why I used m here. So now let's identify our a, b, and c. So a equals what? 1. B equals what? Minus 7. C equals what? 10. So m will be equals to minus 7 plus or minus the square root of minus 7 squared minus 4a times 1, c is 10 times 10 divided by 2a. 2a, a is 1, 2 times 1 is still 2. So m equals to, this will be positive 7 plus or minus the square root of minus 7 squared is 49. So 10 times 4 is what? 40. So minus 40 divided by 2a, sorry, 2. So m equals to 7 plus or minus square root of 49 minus 40 is 9. So divided by 2. So m will be equals to 7 plus or minus 3 divided by 2. Now let's pick out our m1. M1 will be equals to, now if you want to pick out m1, please go with the positive sign first, okay? So that will be 7 plus 3 divided by 2. So this will give us 7 plus 3 is what? 10. 10 divided by 2 is what? 5. So our m1 is 5. So m2, go with the minus for m2. m2 equals to 7 minus 3 divided by 2. So 7 minus 3 is what? 7 minus 3 is just 4. 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. So for the homogeneous solution for real and different root is a exponential m1x plus b exponential m2x. Now, your solution is going to be a exponential. What's your m1? M1 is just 5. So this is 5x plus b exponential. M2 is what? 2, right? So 2x. So this is your general solution for the question. So let's go ahead and solve another example. Still under real and different root. So what's the next example? Let's check. Example 2, y prime prime. Example 2, y prime prime, then plus 2y prime minus 15y equals 0. So change it to the normal form. The 2y over the x squared plus 2 the y over the x minus 15y equals what? 0. Now let m equals to the y over the x. M squared equals to the 2y over the x squared. So we are going to get m squared plus 2m minus 15 equals 0. Let's still go on with the quadratic formula. So m equals to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by what? 2a. So a equals what? 1. B equals positive 2. C equals minus 15. C equals to minus 15. All right, let's go on to solve this equation. Solving this equation, m equals to minus b, that's 2, plus or minus the square root of b. B is what? B is 2, that's 2 squared minus 4a. A is 1 times 1. C is what? Minus 15, right? Divided by 2. 2a, a is 1. 2 times 1 is what? 2. So m equals to minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 2 squared is 4, right? This is minus, minus times minus is plus. So 4 plus 15 times 4. What do we get? 15 times 4. 0, 22, 60. So this is 60. This is 60. 15 times 4 is 60. So we get here 60 divided by 2. So m equals to minus 2 plus or minus square root of 64 divided by 2a. So m equals to minus 2 plus or minus square root of 64 is just 8, because 8 times 8 is 64 divided by, sorry, this is 2. So divided by 2. So picking out m1, m1 equals to minus 2 plus what? 8 divided by 2. So minus 2 plus 8 is just 6. 6 divided by 2 is what? 3. m2 minus 2 minus 8 equals, divided by 2 equals what? Minus 2 minus 8 is what? Minus 10. Minus 10 divided by 2 is what? Minus 5. So your m1 is 3, your m2 is what? Minus 5. This is the form for real and different root. A exponential m1x plus b exponential what? m2x. So y homogeneous should be equals to a exponential, what's your m1? 3x plus b exponential, what's your m2? Minus 5x. So this is the general solution. This is minus 5. X. This is the general solution for the question. So let's go ahead and solve the next question. That's the last question for real and different root. So I'll be solving the last question for real and different root. So for the last question for real and different root, I have third question. I have 2y prime prime minus 5y prime minus 3y equals what? 0. So let's proceed to solve this question. Let's proceed. So 2 the 2y over the x squared minus 5 the y over the x minus 3y equals what? 0. Right? So the y over the x will be equals to m. the 2y over the x squared will be equals to m squared. So we are going to get 2m squared minus 5m minus 3 equals what? 0. So let's proceed using the quadratic formula. Using the quadratic formula, so m equals to minus b. That's, what's your b? Your b is minus 5. So minus 5 plus or minus the square root of b squared. That's minus 5 squared minus 4ac. 4a is what? 2. A is just 2, right? So 4ac times 2, then times c is what? Minus 3, divided by what? 2a. That's a is what? 2. So m will be equals to minus times minus is plus. So that will be 5 plus or minus the square root of minus 5 squared is 25 minus 4. Okay, this minus and minus becomes plus. 4 times 2 is what? 12. 12 times 3 is what? 36. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 3 is 20. 4 times 3 is what? 12. 12 times 2 is 24. Sorry, it's 24. 24. So divided by what? 2 times 2 is 4. So m will be equals to 5 plus or minus 49 divided by 4. So m equals to 5 plus or minus 7. Square root of 49 is just 7 divided by 4. So m1 plus or minus 7. m1 equals to 5 plus 7 divided by 4. So this is 5 plus 7 is what? 5 plus 7 is 12. 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So that's our m1. m2 equals to 5 minus 7 divided by 4. So 5 minus 7 is what? Minus 2. Minus 2 divided by 4 is minus 1 over 2. So minus 1 over 2. So our m1 equals to 3 and m2 equals to minus 1 over 2. So y homogeneous will be equals to a exponential m1. m1 is 3. So 3x plus b exponential m2. m2 is minus 1 over 2. So that's minus x over 2. So this is the general solution to the question. So we'll go ahead and solve example for complex root. For complex root. So for complex root, complex root, example 1, for complex root, example 1, y prime prime plus 4y prime plus 13y equals 0. So the 2y over the x squared plus 4y prime, then, plus 4dy over the x plus 13y equals 0. So m will be equals to dy over the x. M squared will be equals to the 2y over the x squared. So this is just m squared plus 4m plus 13 equals 0. So we still use the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula, m equals to minus b, that's minus 4, plus or minus the square root of b squared, 4 squared, minus 4ac, 4 times a, that's 1, times c, 13, divided by 2a, a is 1. So m equals to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared is 16 minus 4 times 13. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 13 is what? 4 times 13 will get 52. 52. 12, 1, 4, 52. So minus 52 divided by 2a. So m equals to minus 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 52 minus 1, 4 minus 1 is 3. So we are going to get here minus 36. 16 minus 52 is minus 86. So divided by 2. Sorry, this is not 2a, 2. So m equals to minus 4 plus or minus. This minus square root of minus 36 can be expressed in the form minus 1 times square root of 36 divided by 2. Please note that square root of minus 1 equals what? I. Okay? Please don't ever forget this. So m equals to minus 4 plus or minus square root of 36 is just 6, right? So 6 square root of minus 1 is what? I. So divided by 2. So m equals to minus 4 over 2 plus or minus 6i over 2. So m equals to minus 2 plus or minus 3i. So what's your alpha? Your alpha is equals to what? Minus 2. What's your beta? Your beta is just 3, right? Now for the beta, we don't consider the sign in the beta side. So we have in the form of the homogeneous equation equals to exponential alpha x bracket upon a cos beta x plus b sine beta x. So we are going to get our homogeneous equation to be as exponential alpha is what? Minus 2x a cos beta 3x plus b sine what? 3x. So this is a general solution to the question. So we'll go ahead and solve another question for still complex root. For complex root, so we have example 2 for complex root. Y prime prime plus y prime plus y equals 0. So this will be the 2y over the x squared plus the y over the x plus y equals 0. Now m will be equals to the y over the x. M squared equals to the 2y over what? The x squared. So substitute them in. So m squared plus m plus what? 1 equals what? 0. So our quadratic formula, m equals to minus b, that's minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4ac. A is 1, c is 1 times 1. So divided by 2a, a is 1, 2 times 1 is what? 2. So m equals to minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared is 1. So this is 1 minus 4 is what? Minus 3. So divided by 2. So m equals to minus 1 plus or minus square root of minus 1 times square root of 3 divided by 2. M equals to minus 1 plus or minus I square root of 3 divided by 2. So since our square root of 3 is expressed in decimal numbers, so we prefer to keep it in this form. So your m1 equals minus 1 divided by 2 plus or minus square root of 3 divided by 2i. So sorry, m equals to this. So your alpha equals to minus 1 over 2. Your beta equals to root 3 over 2. So now, solving this, we are going to get the y homogeneous equation equals to exponential alpha x a cos beta x plus b sine beta x. So y homogeneous, your y homogeneous equals to exponential alpha is minus 1 over 2. So this will be just x over minus x over 2 a cos beta root 3 over 2 x plus, okay, let me rewrite this again. So y homogeneous equals to exponential minus x over 2 a cos beta is root 3 over 2, so x plus b sine root 3 over 2 x. So this is the general solution for the equation. So let's go on and solve the last question for complex root. Question for the complex root y prime prime plus 2y plus 10y equals what? 0. So this will be the 2y over the x squared plus 2 dy over the x plus 10y equals what? 0. So m will be equals to dy over the x plus, sorry, m squared will be equals to the 2y over the x squared. So substitute them in, you will get m squared plus 2m plus 10 equals what? 0. So we move to our quadratic formula. So m equals to minus b. B is what? 2 plus or minus the square root of b squared. 2 squared, that's 4, minus 4ac. 4a is what? 1. That makes it 4 times 1 is 4 times 10. C is 10 divided by 2a. A is what? 1. A is just 1. So 2 times 1 is what? 2. M equals to minus 2 plus or minus square root of. Now, this is 4 minus 4. 4 times 4 is what? 40. 4 minus 40 is what? Minus 36. So minus 36 divided by 2. So M equals to minus 2 plus or minus I 6, or you can call it 6i divided by 2. How did I get this? Factorize out minus 1. Minus 1 is just I. Square root of 36 is what? 6, right? So m equals to minus 2 over 2, then plus 6i over 2. So m equals to minus 1 plus or minus 6 divided by 2, 3i. So your alpha becomes minus 1, your beta becomes 3. So let's proceed. The homogeneous equation, exponential alpha is what? Minus 1. So minus x. Then a cos beta. What's your beta? 3x. Then plus b sine 3x. So this is your general solution to the equation. Please, thank you and thank you. If you have any question, drop on the comment section. I'll be there to answer your question. Thank you.